everyone, Kelly here from Kelly Got Plans. Thank you so much for joining me today as I plan in my mini happy planner for the week of May 3rd through the 9th. And for this week, I'm actually going to use, this is the Disney mini sticker book. It's the only Disney sticker book that the only Mickey and Minnie sticker book that I have. Let me rephrase that sentence. And yeah, so while I pick out stickers, let's have story time because I've had a crazy week. Normally I film all of my videos a week in advance. So like, normally I film the Monday prior, but I'm actually filming this one the day before. And there's a reason. So on Tuesday. So here's the thing. I normally film on Mondays and I was like kind of tired on Monday. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just I'll film the rest of the videos on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, I got into a car accident. Such a pain in the butt. So, I'm actually not gonna use this one. So I didn't film, and then I was sore the rest of the week, so I didn't do anything the rest of the week except for just rest my body, which I needed to do. So now this is literally the Sunday before, and I'm just not filming this because that's where we're at. But whatever, it is what it is. So so anyway, I lost my train of thought, but I'm going to tell you about how my accident happened because that was fun. So I was driving home and I live like right off of a major highway in Austin, and I was driving down the highway and all of a sudden there was like this weird, it was weird up front, and you know what I realized? I don't have any, I'm gonna go get my thing with all my bullet points in it because I don't have bullet points or a checklist, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're good. So anyway, so I was driving and I see this like, kind of like it was an older car, it was kind of like a Tahoe. It was in front of me and it was trying to turn down one of the side streets. And it was going too fast, as like way too many people do in that intersection. And it like overshot the turn. So it almost ran into like one of those like grassy medians. And so I saw it, and then on the other side of the Tahoe type car, oh, this just takes up the whole thing. On the other side of that, I saw someone in like a little black car, and some of you probably do the same thing, where you see someone and you're like, they're gonna do something stupid. Like I feel it in my bones, like they're gonna do something stupid. And I could feel it with her. So thankfully, I slowed down a bit. I took my foot off the gas, but that wasn't enough because she pulled right out in front of me. Yeah, so. She pulled right out in front of me. I didn't have enough time to stop, unfortunately. I tried and I beat my horn and she was still just like there, and all of a sudden like my car was just driven into hers. So then that happens. Okay. We're on a crowded highway because I see her and I was like, oh my God, she's pulling out. And so I beeped the horn and she didn't stop her. And so she pulls right out, and or she continued to pull out. Like, that was the thing, is it wasn't like, I think had she stopped when I first beeped, she wouldn't have, like, we wouldn't be in this situation. So I drive right into the side of her, and I'm on a crowded freeway. Super crowded. It's like rush hour, everybody's on this frontage road, like, it's crazy. So she like wouldn't get out of her car. It took her a minute to get out of her car. I think she just freaked out. And I mean, I definitely had some choice words while I was sitting in my car, don't get me wrong. And so I was like, all right, when is she getting out of her car? She finally does. Yay, we get it figured out. She gets out of her car, and some guy, like, as this is happening, is like, you need to get off the road. I was like, well, sir, like, we're trying to not cause him, like, because I've been in a hit and run before, and I didn't want to go through that again. Like, that's the last thing I want to go through, is another hit and run. So, anyway. But she, you know, was going to get out of the car, so it wasn't, like, that big a deal, thankfully. And thankfully she had insurance. Let me rephrase this. Thankfully she had insurance, because I've also been in an accident with someone who didn't have insurance, and that was also a pain in the butt. So we move off onto a side street. We swap information. We're both physically okay. Like, I felt fine in the moment, but I was definitely sore following that. I wanted one of these, but in black. Anyway, so yeah. So we're both fine. You know, I mean, like, no, like, serious injuries. And, like, we get off onto the side road, and then she starts crying. And I was like, do you need a hug? Like, ugly crying. So I give her a hug, which part of me is, like, frustrated that I gave her a hug, and you'll see why here in a minute. But I give her a hug. So it was like, poor girl, like, she just turned 25, so her insurance, like, just went down, and then this happens. So I did feel a little bad for her, like, you know, I was still frustrated, like, don't get me wrong, like, I was still like, oh my gosh, like, you drove into the side of me, but okay, it is what it is. Like, we're all physically okay, and cars and things like that can be replaced, so, like, no biggie. Then I get so here's the other thing. I have never had to file an insurance claim where someone else had insurance or it wasn't a hit and run. So I, like, didn't really know what I was doing, not gonna lie. And so I called my insurance, which was apparently not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to call her insurance. Anyway, so the next day I get a call from my insurance agent, and he was like, hey, I'm just following up. Like, I've been your insurance agent for almost a decade. Like, I really don't hear much from you. And all of a sudden I see here that there's a claim against you. And I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, there's a claim against you. Someone is saying that you drove into the side of them, and they're trying to file an accident against you. And I was like, what? Oh, I was so mad. Like, I could feel my blood pressure in that moment just, like, skyrocket. And my insurance agent was like, yeah, like, they're trying to file a claim against you. So I explained to him what happened, and he was like, oh, so you need to file a claim against her, and then the two insurance companies will kind of, like, duke it out and figure out who's at fault and go from there. So I was like, okay. So then I call her insurance company, I file a claim against her, and, like, I was so mad, like, and frustrated because it's like, sweetheart, you pulled out in front of me. And then she was also claiming that, like, her main claim was that because I pulled out in front of her, or sorry, because I hit her, even though she pulled out in front of me, it was my fault, which is not how the world works. So, like, I'm not playing these games. I'm not dealing with this. Like, no. So, I mean, thankfully I have a really great insurance agent who, like, helped me figure out what to do. And I was able to file a claim against her. And all's well that ends well. Or so I thought. Then my back started to get so sore. Like, I could barely move, it was so sore. So I had to go to the doctor. So then I had to call her insurance again. And they, like, I had to deal with all of that. But then her insurance company finally was like, yeah, we're taking responsibility. Which I was like, I mean, good, you should be, because, like, this isn't my fault. It's just not my fault. So I thankfully take my car in on Monday, which is right here. I take my car in on Monday to get it fixed. Thank goodness. And I'm just debating now if I want to debating how I want to do this. Definitely think I want to do a few black ones. So that's how my week went, and it was really, really frustrating, just having to deal with all of this. And it's like, it's not even my fault, but yet she's trying to file a claim against me, and that was so incredibly frustrating, because it's like, I get it, you don't want to see your rates go up, and I get it, like, it sucks, but like, she essentially just blindly pulled out in front of me on, like, an access road in the middle of rush hour. Like, you know, I get it, she couldn't see around this guy that was, like, overshot the turn, but, like, so it was really frustrating just having to, like, deal with that, and having, like, seeing people do, like, the dishonest thing. And maybe it's just because I really do believe in the best in people, but it's also, like, super frustrating because, like, it was just more work that I had to do because she didn't want to be truthful and honest. So, but then finally my insurance, like, admitted it first, and, well, not admitted it, but they said, like, okay, this has been deemed, like, officially deemed not your fault. And then when I called, because I was going to the doctor, I was filing it on her insurance, she was like, their insurance company was like, yeah, we take full responsibility. So I take my car on a Monday to get her fixed, and I need something right here on Wednesday. And yeah, so needless to say, it all worked out, but it was super, super stressful, super, super frustrating. Like, none of it needed to happen. She didn't need to lie like that, but here we are. So I honestly don't think, other than taking my car into the shop on Monday, that I'm doing much else, but still gonna decorate this like I am. So a lot of the things that I normally do, like on Sundays, I normally go to the car wash, put gas in my car, and do all these things. And I'm obviously not doing that on Sunday. On today. I'm not doing that today. Goodness. Okay. And I story timed and planned at the same time. Pretty proud of myself. This spread is cute. I've been waiting to use these Disney stickers in this spread, and I think it turned out super adorable. It's super fun. I love it. And that's where we are. So, I hope that you enjoyed my story time / plan with me, and if you did, you can always let me know by liking this video. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more planner related content. And as always, everyone, stay safe out there and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.